Me moving to Montreal when I had absolutely nothing. I was basically doing a cleaning job, training 24/7, making $1,600 a month. I was at peace. So after a while, when I became put myself in a very good position, very, very good position, and I had a strong foundation financially, a lot more secure. Foundation is set. I can breathe, I can spend, I can go out. But then the discipline started to slip a little bit. Then I kind of realized I kind of created discipline. So the main thing that I kind of realized, like I keep saying this over and over again, the thing that charges me up is waking up super early, going through my morning routine, getting that workout in, building a positive mental attitude, and going through the rest of my day. The thing that hurts me the most is what I put down my throat, how I conduct myself, and if I keep my word. Now, is it the end of the world if I don't wake up at 2:30 a.m.? No. It just means it's going to be a slower start, a weaker start. But I have the ability to go through my routine to build my positive mental attitude back up. That's really this is why I really do what I do. My goal is from the first thing in the morning to put myself in a state of gratitude. I could be exhausted. I could be beat up. I could be stressed when I start. But when I go through that morning workout, grab my emotions, I'm in a state of gratitude. It doesn't matter what fucking circumstance I'm in. This is what I'm trying to promote on these videos as a whole. I know, like I said, I haven't been posting a lot on YouTube, but I've been posting a lot on Instagram just to make up for it. Like on my stories a lot of my stories. So I'm gonna get myself back into that groove of doing things for sure, and I'm gonna post more content. That's my word to you, whether it's on Instagram or on YouTube or on my stories, whatever it may be. Because like I said, the more I can put my face on camera, the more you can kind of see like, okay, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why is he so different? So if you're struggling in terms of your current circumstance, you're wondering how you can build a positive mental attitude. You're wishing that you're gonna be in a newer house, newer condo, better car, whatever it may be. How does a guy who's got nothing, cleaning job, put himself on camera with a positive mental attitude and still have a lot better attitude than most people out here? Is it my circumstance? Is it my body? Partially because I love myself. I love how I built it. When I do hard shit, I feel great. So when you get stronger, by definition, it's hard. When I wake up early, it's hard. When I put myself on camera, it's hard. Everything I do is pretty goddamn hard. So you have to reflect. If you look soft, chances are you're gonna be a lot more emotionally reactive. If you're not doing a workout for that day, chances are gonna be a lot less grateful. I've lost count in terms of how many clients I've trained as they go through the morning routine. They first think fitness and body, which is very important because you want to focus on that. But after a while, you're gonna realize when you're going through rough days and life gets hard, that's where the biggest level up is. Because when we feel weak, we need strength. And we need strength, we gain strength by overcoming hard shit. When we're weak, so that's a level up, right there. So when my clients realize that, they're just like, whoa, I looked at myself, I hated the way I looked, I hated the way I felt, I got that work in. I felt so fucking happy, grateful just to be alive. I'm like, my whole reality shifted. I'm like, that's why I train. That's literally what I'm trying to promote. Whenever I feel like I'm desiring an outcome, when I want to be with a girl, when I want to go out, and when I want to spend money, I kind of realize, okay, why do I have those negative thoughts? It's because I'm not working towards that. So when I feel like I'm not working towards that, that means there's something in my life that's creating a negative thought in my head for me to create that like feeling. So I know all negative internal states is a reason for me to level up. It's a notification. When I feel I'm in pain, when I stab myself in my hand, that's a notification. There's a wound there. So when I have negative thoughts running through my head, I know there's a wound there. My mind is telling me there's a wound. Focus on that. I don't need to hyperanalyze the past. I don't need to know, well, he shot me on the arm and this is what happened. How do you fix the wound? What actions do I need to take? You don't need to hyperanalyze the past. So when I kind of realize if I'm, like I said, having negative thoughts in any circumstance, I gotta focus on that. But in reality, we're animals. All these materialistic things that we're trying to chase is just a bit of an ego boost. I realized by going through a process every single day that's really, really hard, that overcomes just challenging shit. Like I said before, it builds a strong character. That's really what I'm looking for. Character is like in a universal truth. We all understand integrity, honesty, strength, just things that are just, it translates from energy. It translates from generation to generation to generation. Humans haven't changed that much. So I've understood, like, we are the most poorest person now is probably living more enriched in many ways than a king 10,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago. They don't have TV, they don't have AC, they don't have clean food. Like, so it's a matter of perspective shift. So when I do a hard workout and I put myself in a positive mental attitude, I'm in that state. When I do painful things, it makes life's painful shit go away. So when people are like, oh, I'm going through so much pain, it's hard for me to overcome. I'm like, well, that's what you need to overcome. Do hard shit, then you won't feel that pain. That's why I grapple. That's why I wrestle. That's why I spar. That's why I do a lot of these things, because it makes life so much fucking easier. You guys don't need to do that. Trust me, take this from me. I've seen a lot of guys who are martial arts to some degree, and they don't really do that. They still are in a negative attitude because they're in their early phases. By me punching you in the head doesn't make me feel like I'm overcoming anything. That's like an easy win, if that makes any sense. By putting a pressure on you, which is a load, or going into the pain zone through strength training, constant pushing, it puts you in a grateful attitude. If I did not bike here, if I did not do this workout, I'd be freezing cold right now. I am cold. My hands are cold as fuck right now, but I feel happy. I just feel super, super grateful. Today I woke up at 3:20 a.m. It wasn't 100% perfect, but yesterday was a great, great day. And I woke up late. I woke up at 4:20. Oh my God. But I just know when I go through my morning routine, it's great. The thing that I need to focus on, and it's like I said, it's the mundane details. It's the food. I'm trying to do a lot of shit at once. I'm trying to be great in many areas. I'm trying to be a fucking specimen of a human being, a rare human being, which I don't want to blow smoke my own ass. I know what I've built physically. I know the spiritual uplifting feeling I get from being that guy who can overcome hard shit under hard times. I'm trying to build great relationships around me. To be honest, I don't hate anybody. Every person I speak to is a positive interaction. There are moments when the other person is a bit negative, but I know when I'm positive in my heart, at least I'm lifting them up. So I'm responsible for their own negative energy. If they're acting like the devil, then I will be the angel that can show them light. That's my mentality that I always have. So any interaction I go through is in a very grateful state. So you can be so negative around a lot of negative people. When I do those hard workouts, when I get myself out in the morning, when I go through do hard shit that lifts my spirit up, a high energy spirit resonates to everybody. So I don't care. I just realized I made that life person better. So when I realized all the relationship, if I feel good in my heart, I feel comfortable in my own skin, and all the relationships around me is good, I'm living in a very primal state, a very good state. Now the last thing I need to do to level up is financial circumstances, a new apartment so my parents can visit more often, small things like these. But that's again to build relationships. So my deeper driver is relationship based. It's not material based. I need those material gains to build better relationships around me. But it's not to show off how good and grand I am. Like, for example, I bike around everywhere I go. Or the one-speed bicycle. I know for a fact, a lot of people want that sunroof in a car. Outside, they're spending $30,000, $40,000 on a sunroof in a car. They're out of shape just to get that moment of sunlight to feel that they're, in that state where I feel good, lean, strong, physique. I'm biking down, arms up, lifted. It's like a lifted car on my bicycle. I'm living that fucking life. A lot better than a fucking convertible car. So it's a matter of perspective. Like I said, I just realized I'm doing a lot of shit that puts me in a grateful state on a very sub-ground level. How does a guy go into a cleaning gym? How does a guy go on a Sunday to set up a gym, clean it up, organize it for free? I don't get paid to do this shit. I didn't get paid I didn't even tell my boss I was doing it at TriStar. They didn't know I was doing it. Just like, fuck, okay, cool, I'll do it. But I know when the gym is clean gym, clean mind, everyone performs better. Everyone performs better. I will perform better. I'm responsible. If that makes sense. So, but it all starts with me. And as I go through my day, I focus on other relationships around me. That's why if you get a DM from me, if you get a video from me, it's really, really, really just to help me by helping you. I'm sharing love because I have love in my heart. And I dish it out. That's what my service is about. Building a strong, lean, happy, healthy physique, there are times we're going to have to sacrifice our health a little bit. There are times we have to sacrifice our strength a little bit. There are sometimes we're going to sacrifice our happiness a little bit. But when we're not as happy, we can focus on our strength and we can focus on our health. When we're not as healthy, we can focus on being strong during unhealthy times and being as happy as unhealthy times. When we're feeling physically weak, we can focus on being happy and being healthy. These are all energy systems. When we're happy, strong, and healthy at a high level, that's when we're vibing high, if that makes any sense. But if you're not doing anything that's physically demanding, that builds a physique, ground up, you're not showing yourself love, you're not happy with yourself, you feel weak, you're not healthy, no wonder you're fucking depressed. Like, why is this so hard to get? It's like, oh, I'm happy, like, I have a good body. Yeah, but you're also happy that your relationships are great. You feel strong because you feel like you're energetic. You're a fucking force of nature. You got a high energy in you. You got a lot of drive. You got a lot of momentum. Other people can't affect you. They can't be triggered. And you feel healthy. You feel good. You feel like health is wealth. Yeah, sure. But yeah, you guys spend only money on other stupid shit. Like I said, there are times, like, for example, as a mother, you have a newborn. She's got no sleep. She needs to be strong, and she needs to be as happy as possible. There are times where she's going to sacrifice sleep, which is her health. There are some times when a Navy SEAL is in a trench. He's got to stay up all night and watch the guard. He's freezing, he's shivering, but he's got to be strong. He fuck happiness during that time. He's got to be as, I don't know, health is it. There are times we need to sacrifice certain things, but we focus on other areas to lift us up. There are some times you're trying to build a business. Well, some people aren't going to be the most happiest in terms of not building that relationship. You have to put people at a distance because balance is kind of like weird during those times when you're going to put so much time and effort into certain areas, and you're going to sacrifice sleep. So it's a bit of a balance, but how can you maintain that? That's the game, that's a juggle. But like I said, being as disciplined as possible, making the right sacrifices, focusing on building a high energy you, because energy and enthusiasm resonates no matter what you do. You don't need to be a fighter, you don't need to be any of these things. If your goal is to be an accountant, being a ripped, jacked, shredded, physique, beautiful, toned, it's only gonna benefit you. And it's not just the physique, it's the energy that comes with. Imagine you wear a nice tailored suit, you walk into the interview, and you're enthusiastic after a workout. Tell me if that's not gonna resonate. Like, anyways, just a bit of a rant. This video helps me more than you guys. So lots of love, stay strong, more of these to come. Let's get it.